questions for Ryland. You started your broadcast career this weekend. How was that?
Yeah, it was a pretty fun experience. Being in the booth with Jeff. It was definitely a weird type of experience not being on the field, but it's definitely something that I enjoyed, and I appreciate EJ and Jeff and PJ for allowing me to have the opportunity.
Ryland, you guys as a quarterback group, we're very new to playing together and learning. What's the biggest thing you guys have learned through 6 games, the trials and tribulations, the wins you guys got?
Yeah, I think it's just really just growing together and week in and week out getting better at whatever weaknesses we had to fix at that time. I really feel like we're growing more each day and after each game. I feel like we're minimizing the mistakes we have out there, the big plays out there, and just continuing to come together as one and be a group.
How do you think Rashad's played this season?
I think Rashad's played pretty well so far, especially the last game against Cal. I didn't notice it until I watched film, and he was just out there being a dog, being a ball player, tackles for loss and all that. He made a lot of plays, and even on the deep half of the field throughout this season, making a lot of plays, PBUs, and yeah, Rashad, he's definitely been locked in this year.
What does McCord look like, from your vantage point?
Yeah, McCord, he's a good quarterback for sure. He can throw that ball around all around the yard. We just have to make sure that we do what we have to do to take him off of his first read. Of course, that's what we want to do for every quarterback, take them off their first read and make them look somewhere else, because then hopefully we know that we have pressure coming his way. So we know he can throw the ball, and we know we have to cover these guys, especially when he scrambles out. But yeah, we know he's a good quarterback, and we'll be ready.
Do you think he'll be the best quarterback you faced so far this season?
Yeah, I do. I feel like he's probably the best quarterback we've faced so far.
How crazy are some of the details that you guys make adjustments on in mid-game? Like, as far as the complexities, is because you guys, Pat Hernandez is bragging that you guys are the best adjustment defense in the country, and we've seen it where you guys get up and score early and then shut it down late. How big are those adjustments that you guys have to make?
Yeah, they're really big adjustments, but really it's just everybody locking in on their job and everybody doing their 1 and 11. Because we know second half, it has to be our half. Whether we're up or down, we have to come out with more physicality, and we have to be the better team at the end of the day.
Is broadcast journalism something that to pursue later on?
Oh yes, sir, definitely.
What sparked your interest in it?
So I guess just kind of growing up, I always thought about, well, maybe I want to be a doctor. Nah, never mind, it's too much blood. And then I thought about being a lawyer, and I was like, well, I'm not too fond of school. I want to go to another 4 years of school for law school. So then I just thought, well, why don't I just stay in the sports industry and continue to, talk on sports? Because I know I can talk about football for days. I can talk about other sports for days. So I just kind of figured, it's something I would enjoy. And of course, this past weekend, it definitely is something I enjoy. So that's definitely how I got to that path.
Are you gonna get another opportunity to do another game somewhere?
I hope so.
How about Pitt volleyball?
That would be good. That would be good. That would be good to commentate them. They're a pretty good team.
Had that opportunity come back, who approached you? Did you have to kind of ask someone if you could get into that? How did it happen?
Yeah, I kind of just talked to EJ about it, and EJ, he had talked to, because earlier in the summer I had went to the radio station and just kind of met the guys around there, saw the things they do. I had an interview there too, and when I went to EJ about it again last week, the original plan I thought was for me to go back to the station, and I didn't know what we were gonna do at the station, but just go back. And then he came to me with the opportunity to broadcast the Westinghouse and Perry game, and I automatically said yes to the opportunity.
Ryland, obviously that Cal game, throughout much of the season, the offense has been the leader in making sure you guys have space and time, but they really need you guys to come through against Cal. What did it mean to see you and the 11 guys out there just making plays and making sure you ensured that win, stayed undefeated when it was that late?
Yeah, I really feel like it was great defensively. Of course, offense, they struggled that game, but like they've had our back for the majority of the season, we had to have their back in that game. We just had to make sure that we went out there and continued to play our brand of ball and continue to bring the physicality to them.
How much does Syracuse spread it around? There are a bunch of different weapons you need to worry about with them offensively?
Yeah, McCord, he likes to get the ball to a lot of different weapons. The main guys, of course, in the corner room we focus on is number 7, number 5, number 82, because those are mainly the outside guys. But he does like to get the ball to the slot receiver as well. So he does spread the ball around a good bit.
What's it like seeing how the linebackers have played this season? Seems like, you know, Kyle and Rasheem, you know, flying around everywhere. What's it like watching them play?
Yeah, I love our linebackers. I came in with Kyle our freshman year, and I just saw his work ethic, and I knew whenever he had that chance that he was going to be a dog when he stepped on the field. And of course, y'all see it now. He's a game changer, and I know teams, whenever we face them, they have to game plan for number 9, because if you don't, he'll disrupt your whole offense.
How much in unison do you guys work with the Sharks? What's that energy like from that group?
Yeah, well, one thing we always say is that the energy comes from the secondary down. So, you know, when we have energy in the secondary, it bumps down to the linebackers and bumps down to the D line. And whether we have a combo call or whatever it is, like when we're working with the linebackers, we all just make sure we know what we have to do. We all know what our job is, and it all works together.